Infinite Frontier, issue number 2. We are starting to get the clear picture of what this bright new bold era of DC is going to be. And it's really exciting just to have a lot of these cool things come back. You know, DC's been in some weird places throughout its entirety, pretty much, you know, since we decided to crisis everything to make it make sense. And then it didn't make sense, so we had to crisis it again to make it make sense. Then it didn't. It's complicated. But it's great. We all love DC, and it's still confusing sometimes. So let's try to get everything that ever happened in DC's entire history into a streamlined continuity. Is it possible? I don't know. If one man can do it, is it Joshua Williamson? I don't know. But he's trying. He's definitely trying. And this book does a good effort at doing that stuff. So let's get into it. We open up in the Hall of Justice on Earth Zero. We see that Agent Chase is looking to talk to the Big Two. And she just kind of is like, help me, please, somebody save me. And she's just trying to talk to the receptionist as an attempt to get Superman to show up. And he does. And they're just kind of walking through the Hall of Justice, just having a good time. Basically, she's just trying to get ready to scold them, and we go walk to see where Batman is, and again, he's like, you're working for Director Bones, aren't you? And she's like, well, kind of, sort of. He's worried that some big shit's coming down because of the way the multiverse is working, and I feel like I should ask you guys what's really going on. I read the reports, you know, a Perpetua and a big god and the Batman who laughs, and I'm just thinking to myself, that's great. But I feel like there's something you're not telling the world about what's really going on here. So if you could give me the skinny dynamic duo there, guys, you know, world's finest, it would really help some shit out. But before either of them can answer, some big weird event takes place, and, you know, Superman gets called away and Batman's just not going to deal with it. So they leave Agent Chase alone. And she wants to know where Wonder Woman is, which is that's a fair question. If everybody in the continuity ever is coming back, where is Diana? And I like that kind of plays into that theme we're seeing in the Wonder Woman book, where it's when you're dealing with death, you have to have the sacrifice. And was Diana that sacrifice for the entire DC universe? It looks like she might be. So we see Chase gets a call from Bones, and it's yeah, that's great. We'll deal with them later. Right now, I got somebody I need you to meet. There's this person that's back, supposedly, and I need you to deal with them. And we see that the person that has returned is Captain Atom, which we'll get to him at the end here, and I'm just thinking to myself, yeah, Captain Atom, that mess of a dude. So then we get just some shots of things happening throughout the multiverse. We see that the Justice Incarnate is taking care of a bunch of beings. We cut to the House of Heroes, where we see that, you know, President Superman is talking to Thomas Wayne Batman. They're just a lot of weird shit going on, isn't there? And we're trying to figure out where Barry Allen is, and we don't really know where he is. And Thomas is just okay, well, this isn't working well. And President Superman just kind of goes, well, can you try to remember what happened to you? And we see I was sick in Arkham. Yeah, he was in Arkham, right? Because he was in the main universe, right? Yes. Because Flashpoint is dead, right? I can't remember. I never read Tom King's book. I don't remember. So we see that, okay, Thomas Wayne's in the hospital, and suddenly he just emerges in his suit and crashes onto a planet. And I'm yeah, fair enough, man. And then we see that there's some weird event taking place on one of the Earths, Earth 22, and we're going to have this dynamic duo go check it out. So we open up the book with the standard Batman, Superman. Now we're going to take a stroll down another planet with arguably the cooler versions of Batman and Superman. I don't think they are, but some people can argue that. So they go to Earth 22. They see this crash ship happening. There's some weird energy and stuff being raised, and we see Thomas is just kind of you know, I could go back and talk to my son, but he thinks I'm dead and I'm not putting all that bullshit on him again, so I'm going to stay out of his way as to make him more of an interesting character. So let's just not deal with that. So is Thomas Wayne going to join the Justice Incarnate? Probably. Wouldn't be a surprise if it did. But you see he's kind of just talking to President Superman, you know, you should find time to have a family, because it is a good thing. It does help you. Before they can really figure out what's going on, somebody attacks them, and we see that it's Magog, and guess what? Magog's a big dick again, because the universe is rebooting itself, and people are coming back to their old ways. You know, the ways that people like them. Because Magog sucks, make him the villain, Kingdom Come is great, put Kingdom Come in this universe. I guess so. So I'm just okay, here's Magog, just this dumb, stupid boy. Good use of Magog. I hate him. Just perfect. Make him a dick again. So we realize that somebody has come back to be the old dickish self, which leads, President Superman to think, who else could have come back and been their terrible selves? And then we cut to the scene that happened where we lost Jade. There's the big explosion at the old JSA headquarters, and now we got some of the Totality people to check it out. Mr. Terrific and Vandal Savage are there talking to Obsidian and Alan Scott. They're just trying to figure out what's really going on. And basically we learn that more people from like a weird distorted timeline have been popping up and returning. Some of the JSA haven't checked in yet, but there's some people that could be coming back into the proper timeline. Mr. Terrific shows the room who it was, and basically the people that are returning to this timeline happen to be the characters we're seeing appearing in the Black Adam movie and on Stargirl, which, bravo to you, man. Like, that is just exactly what you should do. There's the Wildcat, the Hourman, the Dr. Midnight from Stargirl, and Jade's going to be appearing on there too. Atom Smasher will be in Black Adam. Then it's just Power Girl, and who is the other one? I can't tell from this. Nucleon? I don't think so. But I'm like, good, man. They're returning. The fact that Alan knew this and he didn't tell his son makes Obsidian kind of freak out. You're like, you knew this was happening. Like, these people may have been returning and they weren't checking in, and something possibly bad happened to Jade, and you weren't going to tell me that shit. Obsidian gets mad because, of course, he's had some history crossing the lines of good and bad, which ties into that theme that President Superman was dealing with, like, who's going to come back and be evil. And basically, Obsidian's just ready to kick the shit out of Vandal Savage for being a dick. And it's just like, okay. He tells Alan, like, keep your son in line, okay? Like get your brat, like, just calm him down. Alan loses his shit and attacks Vandal Savage. He's basically just like, you know what? If I have to choose between my family and the Totality, I'm choosing my family. So Alan, Scott, and Obsidian are going to go kick some ass, do some cool shit on their own without the help of the Totality. They walk into the Obsidian Abyss, and that looks great. What a great shot. And again, one thing this book has done really well is just do some really smooth transitions. So as it fades to black, we open up on the Black Lantern ring, and we see Roy Harper just talking to himself like, okay, I'm a Black Lantern. Makes sense because I was dead. How do I do this? He remembers something that he heard Hal Jordan say, and suddenly he's able to put the suit on. He's flying through space. He uses it to construct a bow and arrow, which I'm like, yeah, of course you did, Roy. You are so unoriginal. But he's just having fun. He starts to see like this weird vision as he tries to get the ring to talk to him, and it appears to see like this dark version of Darkseid, and he's got like Psycho Pirate and like the Flashpoint Batman there, and Barry Allen's chained up. You're like, oh, there's a bigger mystery at play here. You're revealing a bunch of secrets, and we see that Darkseid is spoken by the ring. So okay, you're setting up some really interesting here. And it looks like Roy Harper goes full dead. He might be demonicking himself out, which is kind of cool. And as that's happening, he flies into space, and we transition to Captain Atom just walking on a military base, having a good old grand time. And Captain Atom, nobody's favorite character. Everybody loves Captain Atom, but nobody gives a shit about Captain Atom. I love it. So we see he walks into like a bunker, and he runs into Agent Chase, and she's like, hey, look at you. You're back. You're so cool. Great to see you, man. And like before you like settle down and decide like you just want to be left alone for a bit, how about I just tell you like, Mr. Bones and me, we got a plan going on, and we'd like you to join us. And he's like, nah, I'm okay. I'm retired. I'm going to take her easy. Go live in a cabin. Just be like a loser somewhere else. Just like, yeah, classic Captain Atom, just completely useless as a character who's only good for one thing, and we'll get to that at the end. Like, I like Captain Atom. I think you could do cool shit with him. I just don't think anybody's done that cool shit. So we realize that, all right, I need you to come with me. Agent Chase says, remember that time we went to like this place, like Markovia, and we did that mission? And he's like, yeah, that was a long time ago, babe. And she's like, well, that never happened. We never met before. And she holds a gun to him, and we realize that this is not Earth Zero version of Captain Atom. The normal version of Captain Atom has not returned, and this guy's just some random son of a gun. And he's like, well, you know what, lady? I just want to take it easy, but there's some really weird shit going on in the multiverse I don't think you can understand. And I know a lot, so there's some weird stuff going on here. He says, Darkseid is, and Captain Atom does the one thing that Captain Atoms do, and that is go nuclear. And that is where the book ends, with Captain Atom blowing up, potentially killing Agent Chase, but I doubt it because she's working with Director Mr. Bones, and it's like, yeah, okay. I love Director Bones, by the way. It was just a cool... I love skeletons in clothes. It's just stupid and awesome. I like it. Weird shit, man. This book was good. Like, it's just like, okay, we're showing you Darkseid is fully involved in whatever this is. We're setting up the characters that are the key players. Roy Harper, Alan Scott, Obsidian, maybe Captain Atom, Agent Chase is important, Flashpoint Batman's important, President Superman is important. All those characters that are fan favorites that never really got a share for a while. Here they are. They're having some fun. It's great. It's surprisingly doing a good job of connecting everything together in a cohesive story, which is very impressive. And I gotta say, you're doing some good stuff here, man. Like, I'm genuinely impressed with what this book has been capable of, like, taking on. It's a monumental thing. It's near impossible. Like, if I was just starting at DC, I'd be like, I'm not touching this. I don't have the capability to touch this. Good job, Josh. You are killing it with this. It's really impressive. So I'm genuinely excited to see what's coming next from Infinite Frontier. It's a surprisingly good read that flows really well and just shows you exactly what you can do when you've been working at a company for so long. You can literally make everything that ever happened into a continuity thing, and it works. So good job, Joshua Williamson. You've proved us all wrong, and you've made it work that the DC universe can be a mess, but still work in a way that's surprising to us all. So, Infinite Frontier, issue number 2, I am going to give an 8 out of 10. Now, thank you guys for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, Patreon, Twitter, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, good luck.